Welcome, guys, back to Risk for Generational Wealth. My name is Barrett, and on today's episode, we will be discussing the top 3 pieces of advice given by billionaires. In our society, billionaires are among the highest and the greatest that we all look up to just because of the wealth that they've accumulated. This doesn't mean that they're necessarily great people or should always be admired, but I do want to take away a couple pieces of advice that I believe would be beneficial for you and those around you in your journey through your life. The top one, guys, or the first one, is who you pick as a partner can completely either make or break your life. I did a previous episode on this about picking a quality partner and the value of a long-term partner. And you can go over and take a look at that video as well. But a basic overview is if you pick somebody great, they can completely make you the best that you possibly could be. The second piece of advice is a very interesting one. So a guy that I follow, Alex Hormozi, met with a billionaire. He paid him $350,000 for 1 hour of time to get advice. And the main piece of content that he pulled away from that meeting was, the billionaire told him, your reputation should be protected with your life. As we go through our lives, guys, there are many times where maybe we don't act in the most honorable way. We don't always consider the perception of others when taking action or doing activities. And though you do want to remain authentic in all ways, it is important to consider what your peers might consider of you and how that might affect your journey long term. It's important to craft a perception of yourself as an exceptional human being and one that it could be trusted and is honorable in their dealings. I hadn't really thought about this one, and the more I consider it, the more I think this is important long term, because as you begin to build your wealth, the main source of building your wealth is going to be through other people. You can't build it by yourself. You need to connect with people along your journey. And in order to create more connections, you need to treat those well and maintain a quality reputation. Now, I won't name any names, but there have been many times in my dealings as well where I've been very honorable and people haven't been very honorable to me at all, and yet they still have had great success beyond that. And while this can be very frustrating, you have to know in the long term that maybe some people like that will make some money here or there, and they're just trying to survive. But long term, they're not going to accumulate the type of wealth that we're looking for on this channel. Not even just money-wise, but if you aren't honorable to those that you're around, they don't want to hang out with you, and they don't want to spend time or invest in you back. Now, the final piece of advice, guys, number 3. This was another one that I did a lot of research on, and you see many of the billionaires that live in Puerto Rico, that live in these newly founded places like Dubai, the number one thing that they focus on is their health. This is a trend that is sweeping the world. People are waking up and they're seeing more and more about longevity, about ways to take care of your body and to live longer, to live a better life, and to have more quality in how you go day to day. A very interesting thing is that these people who have accumulated large amounts of wealth, they've bought everything that they could possibly want. The number one thing that they are focused on is health. If you look at the richest people in the world and they look down at you as a younger individual, they say that they would gladly trade everything that they have currently just to be your age and living again in the same way. Though we can't turn back time, we can gain time by improving our day-to-day and the health of our bodies. And so, guys, I put this out there. We'll dive in a little bit deeper as time goes on, but there are many ways to maintain your health and new frontiers that are being developed that can actually change and make it easier for you on a day-to-day. Also, if you go look at some of my earlier videos, I believe I have a list of 8 different types of things that can make you better, or a list of items that you can follow to help improve your life. And some of the, I guess, things on there are health related. So anyway, it's early in the morning, guys. I only had 2 coffees. And yeah, I just want to say thank you for following Risk for Generational Wealth. I'll have more content out shortly. Have a great day.